Hi, EE.
Hi.
Hey. Um, did we already start? We already started live streaming. All right, we are live. We're doing it live. That's how we do it. Live here. Hello, Grace. Hello, Daisy. Who do I see but my two favorite? Well, there's no favorites, but like two really radiant beings and goddesses, like embodiments of Mary. I'm just like feeling so much like whoa, just actually joining and feeling your energy like is very, very, very powerful. So thank you. Thank you both. Happy summer solstice. How are these goddesses doing? Like, how are you feeling?
Oh, I'm in and out today all day, and I realized 22nd is the day for Mary Magdalene. I was like, wow, I must be doing some astral travel.
Well, of course, that makes sense. But yeah, I'm in and out too, in and out, up and down, like around and about. Like, what year is it? I think 2022, but possibly, I don't know, the beginning of time. So yeah, and I've loved every glimpses that I've seen of all the things happening in the summer celebrations of the, beautiful unfolding of the rose of our soul. So how are you, Miss Grace?
I'm good. It's hot up in here. It feels good. How are you, EE?
Oh, I love to hear that. And please, like, if you wanna keep unmuted, like I'm cool with that when it's the three of us, like, because then, you know, you can, if you got something to say, you hop in. If it feels the channel, like we can kind of, because this is our symphony, the symphony of our soul, like these like three parts of like the fractal of like the representation of Mary Magdalene, this character that not many people know about, because she was a woman and the time before, and not said with any anger or angst. It was like part of the cycle, this Kali Yuga cycle of time. Like the time we were in before was a time where humanity realized that we cannot be so masculine dominant, and it isn't okay to be toxic to ourselves, and so as we're moving, and it's funny, yesterday I saw someone post like, this is the beginning of the great awakening for the like human collective, and I was like,
Yeah.
if I was like, if this, there's no way this is the beginning. We're at least to the middle. Like, I'm like, this cannot be like, because I see I'm on an accelerated path. Obviously, you are too. Like of this, like, but what I've been able to, like, I'm like, I think we're at least halfway through. Like it's like the beginning has already passed through, and we're like coming to this kind of grand finale point. But who's next? Let us ground into our energy, as I just exemplified the levitating bee that's like super excited to be back in the hive. Like, the queen bee is just hanging out, and then we're, as we breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. In through the nose, out through the mouth. And we remember that we're regulating this human ship inside the skin. We get to experience the feelings of feeling. The breath always reminds us that we're just slowly peeling the layers. And as we're breathing, we are remembering how simple it all really is. Just hanging out with friends around a fire, you know, or in a Zoom room, sharing stories and cracking codes, following breadcrumbs, you know, discovering new worlds and possibilities. And so that's what our ancestors from our lineages are here to unite us. And we acknowledge the lands on which we reside and the elders, and we pay respect to them in the past, the present, and the emergence. They're responding, we are welcomed to be here in this space. They are reminding us that just by being here, like, I sometimes get so caught up in this, you know, concept of, you know, this making money and getting money and selling business. And it's like, sometimes the most important thing that you could do is be with a few of your best friends, like loving them, like just loving them. That's like the jackpot, like ding, 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 like there's nothing that compares to that. So the ancestors are happy that we're here now, and they're excited because they know that there's a lot more connection coming in the very future. And so, you know, this virtual space was like a temporary holding ship, you know, for us to enter our cosmic rose Mary Earth ship. So anyway, that's my intro tronologue. Anyone else would like to take it over, please, to open the space?
Let's get together and thank all the guides, angels, our visible and invisible teams, animal spirit, crystal allies, elementals, all the friends, families, kindred spirit in our life path, and all of our inner knowing and a higher self that brought us here this moment. We gather together, we celebrate our inner light, inner knowing, inner wisdom, infinite inner magic. Just enjoy and popping bubbles of joy together and celebrate. Thank you. Love you all so much.
Thank you, Daisy. That was beautiful, as always. Grace, would you like to add anything to our opening prayer?
Yes, I would like to send some healing to everybody right now, whoever's going through anything right now, and those who are also blessed and who have all these beautiful gifts and manifestations for what has come through and what is coming in the future. And just sending lots of love and gratitude to everybody who's in my life and people's lives. Just sending a lot of love and clarity and abundance and positive vibes. Woo, woo. Yes, love you all.
I I love you so much. I love you so much. I'm so grateful to be here with both of you. And I've been like, getting ready for these things is like this exciting bubble of energy. Like, what's going to happen on the Soul-Ascension Writing Circle? Like, what are we going to talk about? What magic is going to unfold? And so I have an idea. So this is Soul-Ascension Writing Circle 3, not necessarily to keep on the linear scale, but just kind of, it's kind of my like growth spurt of like my, like, this is like the thing that I'm doing that's keeping me tied to some sort of like rhythm and my soul. So my soul writes every Mercury day. So this is, we're on Mercury day. In, the old world, we called it Wednesday, but in the new world with an E, we call it Mercury day. So Mercury, the planet, is a planet of communication, clarity, and logistics, kind of like getting stuff done, errands. Like, it's funny because I've been talking to I've been in my physical presence around a lot of my best friends, and everyone's like, oh, I have a doctor's appointment today. I have this, today's errands day. You have to run. And so it's wow, the universe is aligning to what's good to get done on this day. So here we are. So Wednesdays is running errands and writing. And it turns into also soul communicating. So it's a good time for us to have conversation with our best friends, our family, what's going on. Are you, where might you be stuck? Oh, look, perfect, Lillian, joy. And so, welcome, Lillian, the wild woman goddess temple. How are you?
Hello, I actually forgot. I haven't put it down yet, so apology for that, but no intention.
No, I please, you cannot apologize for that. Because it's so beautiful. I actually want to screenshot it a little bit. This is honestly my big kind of when I'm a natty person is we cannot say sorry, for things that it just brings so much joy. It was so what's the whoops, whoops, it's a good whoops, a little da-da-da.
Yeah. What is she up to?
The same things that I'm up to, weird stuff, I'm sure, because the funny thing about I love you all dearly and you're my best friends in the Sacred Heart Valley, but I know that you guys have you have whole realities and lives that are obviously epically goddess, because you don't get to be here, because I'm doing crazy things that I couldn't even describe, but in all these different realms, all good stuff. But I can't wait until we're all together.
Yeah.
It'll be a super
I just want to be
epic
very quick
slumber party.
I love how you're dressing today, and it's just very gypsy for me. Ooh, I love that, gypsy. So yeah, very beautiful, and I love it. I'll let you run the show. I'm gonna drive. I'm gonna be listening.
Thank you, Lillian. Thank you for being here. Thank you for seeing my gypsiness, which I'm, which I'm embracing more and more. People are where do you live? Instead of going into this story about how my parents live here and I stay here and blah, blah, blah. I'm a cosmic gypsy, because that's what I am. I haven't paid rent into a system that I don't necessarily play into, in 15 months or something like that. And so sometimes it gets a little bit, exciting, shall we say, but then everyone's it's cool because you're a gypsy. And I'm it is cool because it leads me to all of these things. And so I also love your very angel-y white feathery outfit. And yeah, I'm at a cosmic space traveler's home or spaceship cabin fruit fella, and he had this beautiful whatever you call this drapery, and I was that's so crazy. I feel 3 or 4 of my other best friends and lovers have the same one, so it's everything's converging. When you get when you meet with people and you're wow, there's so much synchronicity, you're such a part of my soul. And so that's what, so here we are in the Soul-Ascension Writing Circle. Because it's where the souls of, you know, the similar soul, the Mary soul, like I think we all agree we're part of like the Mary over soul, you know, and Lillian, evidently, Daisy, can you say what you know about the date of today or the numerology and the correlation?
Give me 1 second. Let me check the Tibetan numerology book. Give me 1 second.
Oh, wait. Ooh, so Tibet is interesting because Tibet is I'm pretty sure that Tibet is the portal for 8, which is the high heart chakra, right?
Yeah, that's the high heart chakra with the Tibetan portal. There's so much onto it because how it tied onto with our Aquarius age. And also, that's also the portal of the Uranus, the energy of which kind of like interesting dance with the Uranus energy in this year, like teaching us how to channel in this high revolutionary energy, but also learning how to ground it on Earth through the Taurus energy, which is we're still in the influence of the Taurus energy. It's an extension of the 666 portal extension and continuation, and just feeling into the beauty and anchor heaven on Earth. And yeah,
well, yeah, I'm you know I'm a Taurus, and there's another Taurus here. Who else? Lillian, are you a Taurus? No. Oh,
I'm
well,
Aries.
Oh, well, so close.
Yeah, next month.
Okay, yeah, but I'm Taurus, so that makes sense. Yeah, and it's been a big Taurus year. We had that really big like eclipse on Taurus. Anyway, I love everything that you have to say, Daisy.
Yeah.
Onward.
So today's numerology Tibetan is 11. Number 11, which is also Grace number, right? It's such a
Yeah, number 11 is my birthday, November 11.
And today's message is be aware of everyday magic. You're tapping into this magical energy. And today is also the Mary Magdalene's Day. So what I see is every month on the 22nd, I see it as the day to celebrate this divine feminine energy. Yes. Thank you.
Thank you, Daisy. I love that. like there's at one point where I've had this concept of that we would have like a holiday every month, and it was like around Christmas, and then it came through that it would be like Christ Mass, like so like the like so I really feel that like they'll be like on every month. Like I'm all about like team vacation these days of like really like vacation and retreat together as soul community. But anyway, this is me going into like galactic future timelines. So here we are. Breathing into this present now moment on the Soul-Ascension Writing Circle. I'm sure those who are like, you know, you guys are time travelers, you know how it sometimes goes when you're like transversing between realities. But this reality is really, really beautiful. This one that we've co-created. And yeah, I'm super happy to be here on, I think it's the third Soul-Ascension Writing Circle. And so I'm going to encourage everyone to grab their notebook now and oh, this was the idea that I had. I had the idea that we would all read one of the most recent things we'd written. So like something we've already written, something we probably wrote on our own, you know, like in maybe a journal somewhere, or you wrote it down on your notepad or something. So like, I don't know. I know you guys have like notebooks too. I have like lots of notebooks sometimes. So like you could also just like open a notebook and like read what's there. So kind of this like surprise mystery. We don't know what we want to get. Does that sound exciting to everyone to try?
Yeah, that's perfect. Because earlier, to honor EE's gypsy energy, I wrote something about gypsy energy too in one of my manifesto. Is it okay I read it? I might have already read to you guys, but I think for this class would be this time.
Well, I think all of it's already probably been done in some version of it, but I'm really excited to hear it again because I'll listen to every poem you've written like at least like 333 times. Like it's so amazing. So,
thank you. I am the dancing shadow sliding upon Ashra Blue Lake Titicaca. I am the oceanic healing waves of my collective ancestral lineage. I am the Rakti Shakti of a gypsum wagon, loudly, flamboyantly, and unapologetically rocking my world, turning up a full spectrum of colors on earth, tasting myriad shapes of ups and downs, letting all sensational flavors of life gracefully fold and unfold within this mystical alchemical cauldron of an earthly human vessel. My energy body cutting through thundering storms, rumbling currents of multidimensional oceans, surfing high as soaring eagle, swimming free as a golden dragon throughout all realms of light, kaleidoscope of endless time and space. I'm the energy manifesting in the world as Daisy. I am a lifetime student and fervent learner of life in its fullest sense and taste. I am the wisdom of my awakened inner eye, the royal partner and lifelong companion of my high-spirited, fun-loving inner child. I am the artistic impressionist painting brush wielded by my heart's deepest dreams, truths, and desires. I am the direct energy transmitter and collective gifts of a whole guiding team and forces, both visible and invisible, inside and outside of this body vehicle that are densely packed in the notion of me. I am the route to heaven, the house of endless love, the valley of evergreen land, and the ocean of forever healing grace. Thank you. I love you all.
That was beautiful, Daisy.
Yeah, I love it. And I love that my word landed with your name.
yeah, it's so amazing. I love the part when you're like, I am whatever I am manifested as Daisy, like that part. I'm like, oh, that's so amazing. And then right in the middle of, or like near the end, I look down and there's a feather right there. And so I'm like, oh, the birds rise, the birds fly. You're so inspirational. And I just love you so much.
Oh, thank you. Love you so much too, Yi.
Thank you. Grace, do you have anything that you'd like to share?
Yes, I'll send one. The last one that I wrote, maybe. We did a lot. I think I'll read the love letter to my love, Kyle. I did. It was on a strawberry full moon. It was like, any regrets? If only I regret not meeting you sooner. I regret living so far, not able to love you when you need it, not able to hold your hand during your hardest and worst times, to embrace you now. I wish I was physically with you. I'm here in the States and you're in the country up. But I do promise to love you always and forever, to grow more and deeper in love with you, to grow and hold together, to marry and of course say vows to I do, I love you too, to have children and grow with you, to help nourish and devoted to you, even when we are no longer young and beautiful, to wake up next to you every morning and kiss you goodbye, to hold you at night and sing and dance with you all day. I love you now forevermore. I will never regret you, us, and what is to come. I'm devoted and truly in love with you. My Kyle Michael Turner.
Array, ay, 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 so beautiful. Ay, ay. Love is in the air. Love is in the air. It's just like every time I look at things, like even I'm looking over at these like vines that are they're covering barbed wire, so it's funny because it's like, I'm going to show you, it's like keeping people out, but it just looks like heaven. Like the light is shining on it. They're like really just glowing, and it's like the more that you recognize the love and everything, and for me, I'm really working with acceptance. So I guess it means that it's my turn to read something. And so mine's pretty intense. I don't know. We're going to see what comes out. We're going to see. Okay. Is this the start of it? Yeah, you guys. So I started right on Friday on the last Venus day. I was invited to perform at this like open mic night in San Francisco at the Center SF. And so it's like, I performed live like 4 times, twice at the Center SF and like twice in Tulum over the course of like a year. And so I got into the city, but I was like so exhausted. Like the thought of going to like perform and like front of people and like do that, like I was like in bed by like 9. It was like during this full moon, like I was in bed. So, but I thought that I was going to go and sometime eventually I will go there. And sometimes I will be somewhere where people are listening to me, but sometime that sometime is right now, because I have 3 beautiful beings in front of me right now that are listening to me and love me unconditionally and like my EE way. So anyway, we're going to see what came out, because I don't remember, because I was channeling this before the event and then I slept for like 15 hours. So anyway. Hello. Soul-Ascension Writing Circle. It is Mercury Day. That's New World with an E for Wednesday. Yeah, so Mercury Day is Wednesday. And today is June 22nd, 2022. And I am Erin Jean. Okay, now it is October 4th, 2020, and I am sitting in my perfect penthouse, or was it a privileged palace? Depends which perspective was programmed into your avatar's human suit. I was adorned in, goddess garb. And I am channeling the High Priestess of Love poem. Nearly 1 hour and 44 minutes I was writing on the pages, nonstop, pen to page. So, and then I started practicing to memorize, to record this poem. And then I was like, this is me speaking. I've told this story before. So I guess it was a glimmer of a remembrance, which I'm sure you can relate to. When you're standing in some version of reality, and then it's like, am I in ancient Rome or Greece? And then I remember that this is what I came here to be, right? A high priestess of love. So when Erin Jean, being formerly known as me, unearthed her earth purpose, it didn't at first make sense. My earth purpose is to ignite radical generosity, infuse love, and exponentialize joy. I mean, it sounds pretty good, right? Like, because what can't you do if you've got generosity, love, joy? But at the time, I was very still much in the this game of the Matrix. And I was like, how does that get money into my bank account to figure out how I'm going to pay to live in this kind of how does it turn to that? And so then there was this kind of big separate, because of what we're taught. We're taught, go make money here. But how can that, whatever. So that was like this separation between me, and I went off script now and just into my head and like, you know, spiraling around this like old concepts of all this stuff, because you can do it all. You can like, by sharing your love, you know, that's the way that like, just like, it's so amazing when people give people's gifts, you know, like, and just little gifts. Like sometimes that's what I'm really getting back into, the thing of like, oh yeah, here's like a stick of incense. Like here's a little this, here's a little that, like a little tarot card. I give out little tarot cards to people. And it's like, those things mean so much to like people and to me. So anyway, we're off script again, but that was the end of the script, so that's good. So that's what I've written for today. So Lillian, I'm curious, I know you're driving, if you have anything that you want to, oh, she's out of the car, if you have anything you want to share or channel next. Password.
Yeah, I'm out of the car. Well, is a lot of things has happened in my world. Hey, hello, hang on.
A lot of things are happening.
To my people. Oh, you're great. Oh, thank you. Oh, sorry. Sorry. Give me 5 minutes, okay? 5 minutes. I come back.
No, sorry. Thank you. Yeah, good. Take your time. Please take your time. I love that. That's a no sorry. Like, look at it. And so this has been happening to me too. Like, I've literally been like walking down the street in San Francisco and like running into people, like, and you're like, whoa, that's super like synchronistic. And there's something happening at this time. And especially with, I'm like kind of like a minor astrology student. Like I like listen to like a few things, but I really don't know like too much. But you know, I'm a student like everyone else. But I remember I listened to the Jessica Alexandria, who has her channels EmBoDiED Life. And I remember this was I guess about the last full moon, but there was like a big time of like change in like technology. Like the technology that we used was crumbling, and you know, new systems were, you know, coming into existence. And so I'm, you know, excited for all that's to come and all that is here now. So I think it's time for us to write. I decorated the back of the notebook with some circus animals today, or not, just animal. Oh, Noah's Ark animals. Noah's Ark is coming up a lot. Because I was low-key talking with my friends about like wanting to buy an airplane and do like a art event kind of on there. And he was like, that sounds Noah's Arky. I was like, I kind of look like Noah's Ark. So anyway, Daisy?
That's so pretty. I love it. All the animal spirit join the circle.
Right? Yeah, like we love the animals. Okay, so the question that's coming through to me right now, 407, so it's good we're getting to the first writing question, but all of those shares were beautiful. And so we're gonna do, there's something about Noah's Ark in here. So the question is just, or the prompt is like, describe your dream heaven. So step into the best way to do it is like step into your character, you know, like you wake up. So if you wake up in your dream heaven, where is that? Is that like, you know, on a beach, or is it like in a tree house, or is it on an airplane, or is that there, or whatever, you know? So one version of your dream heaven. And then you describe what you see, describe what you smell, what you hear, like that sort of thing. Sound good? All right, let's go till 4:15. It's 4:08. Okay. See you soon. Perfect timing. Welcome, Victoria. Welcome, Jordan, Essence of Ava. We were in the middle of a writing prompt and we're just about to come up on a second writing prompt. How are you? How are you feeling, Victoria?
Thank you for welcoming me. It's raining a lot, so it's very noisy, and I just woke up at 7 o'clock in here. I just thought that I would pop up and say hi. I'm not sure if I will be able to join what you guys are doing, but I just missed you so much, so I wanted to give you a little bit of my virtual hug.
Well, we love that so much. I'm so happy. Yeah, I feel I'm I'm honored. I'm honored and happy to have you here. And yeah, you're always welcome to witness. And we just the biggest love dove hug. Thanks so much for being here. And how are you? How are you, Jordan?
Hi, I'm also really grateful to be here. And yeah, I'm just always going through a ton. So writing and speaking is a great process for me. And yeah, just grateful to be here.
Thank you for being here. I'd love to, I guess. So what you missed or was we went through and we shared something like the most recent thing that we had written or some sort of recent thing that we had written that we want to share and speak into existence. So that invitation is open to either you, Victoria, or Jordan, if there's anything that you want to share. Daisy and Grace, then you're also welcome to pop in and share. We're welcome to share what we just read. Yeah, so if anyone has anything, feel free to pop on.
I can share if no one wanna go first. It's really random. Lately, I've been doing a lot of random things. I woke up obvious worldly realm with bird size of an ostrich, element of earth, earthy earth, feeling grounded like home again. They're just roaming around leisurely, welcoming me home. I think I've been here many times before. Herds of unicorns rushing by, bringing broadbands, waterfalls of prismatic rainbow frequency wherever they touch, element of air, a scoop of magic, ethereal touch. And then the polar bears and pandas practicing levitation, shooting to the sky perpendicularly. They flew very differently than the golden fish. The giant fish size of airplane usually flew forward and horizontally. Dragons usually just laying leisurely upon the clouds, resting and purring, just like a house cat. Just like what a cat will be doing at the moment of a lazy, cozy summer afternoon. And that's how they levitate. At least how my orange cat and white dragon taught me how to do all the time. Just rest at the very moment, as much as I can. Allow the juicy, yummy, delicious content, sweetness of every essence of the moment of now. Feeling in this very, feeling in its most golden, glistening honey elixir. Inhaling in all the good essence in life. Inhale and exhale, taking all of them in, surrender and wait for the infinite magic of the universe to effortlessly unfold at each moment of now. That's it. Thank you. Love you all.
Wow. Thank you, Innocent, because I last night I randomly stayed with like a best friend of mine from like a timeline ago. We just got reunited and she's cat sitting. and she has this cat, Pumpkin. And so, and Pumpkin was, we were vibing last night, you know, like me and Pumpkin. And I was like, oh, Pumpkin was the name of the cat when I lived up in the mountains. I lived for 2 months up in Nevada City. So I had a pumpkin cat there. And then my friend Nikki starts talking like, oh, they actually just call her Orange. And I'm like, whoa, that's what we called our pumpkin cat, Orange. Like she was orange. Like, and this, like I was ruby, purple, orange. And then, so then the fact that you just wrote about an orange cat, just like orange cat, like, I'm like, I've been in that reality. So, so thank you for, you know, keeping the dream alive.
Thank you for keeping the dream resonating with my dream in parallel universe.
Yes, thank you, Daisy. Who would like to share next?
I can share next. Okay, so my Munchkin fairy house. It's now here. I'm living in it now. The cottage of a house, so lively and radiant. A fairy home to my cat and I. It's big enough for the both of us. It has everything we need. A room, bathroom, dining room, kitchen, and living room. Also with a porch, clean and safe. This is where I have peace and my inner child comes out to play, where I socialize with my friends and family. And the person, what is it? A simple Munchkin life, carefree with no worries, bills always paid and on time and never hungry, supported by my loved ones. Close ones welcomed. It's like living in the clouds of heaven, having my own sacred space. Privacy for myself and my man, KT. I love my Munchkin life and my Munchkin home. A home that's free but paid for. I wish everyone can have the same experience too.
I'm in. Sign me up. I love the Munchkin life, or I've been thinking like Smurfy life. Like I've kind of been in blue realms recently, you know, just this like, you know, beings who are just like kind of amorphous, and I love it. I that made me really, really happy. I'd love to see you like write that up. Like that's yeah, no, for sure. We're we only have a few more minutes left, so I'm curious, Jordan, because I know you came, if you have something that you want to share. Because we're gonna have to stop right on time at 4:30 because we're hopping to another Mary Magdalene call.
Yeah, sure. And yeah, I loved that journey into your abode. That was so lovely. I can relate to all those fairy things, and it's a really wonderful place in heaven for me as well. Yeah, let's see, my dream of heaven. I went to, yeah, my dream of heaven is peaceful. It's a place of pristine beauty, quiet and lush, and those there are all happy. We are allowed to express our gratitude. We dance and share poetry. We are humbled in grace in the suppleness of our existence. Creativity is endless. Paint and any other media is plentiful. We explore our heart's deepest desires in this media and share it. There are always peaceful outcomes here. Everyone experiences belonging. There's only truth. We can trust what we see and are held in such strong grace. And that is as far as I got. So, yeah, today, I will just say that I value the dreamscapes to further like process and evolve. So it's really, you know, that visual content, that visual learning space, that visual processing is really important to me. So it's helpful to kind of like yeah, use imagination in a constructive way, especially when there's just, challenges, and I'm in a lot of challenge, a lot of very uncomfortable things. So I'm doing my best to use these tools. So yeah, in my space of heaven, I touched on this place just briefly yesterday out on a hike up on a mountain, and had that little, slice of peace for a moment, in like nature's pristine beauty. So it was really infinite and beautiful. So yeah, thank you for letting me share.
Thank you for sharing. You both, the way that you both described heaven, I was like, yeah, okay, cool. They wrote it out. I'll be there. Like, let's just, yeah, I'm in. It was all yeah, when you were talking about creation, abundant creation, and always having the resources, materials to create. Like, I just see like best friends, just in a art store where everything's free. Like, you can just make whatever you want, all the time. Like, come on, it's so fun. Let's see, Victoria, would you like to share?
Just a very little piece. I recently posted a few in the chat of Daisy, and yeah, I'm sorry guys, I'm just like bumping you with all this stuff which I have to share. So yeah, and here's another one. It's from the end of May, just little one. When you become a pure vessel of creation, it's not hard to surrender to the source, to the God, and allow it to support you and let the situation develop the way it should. Often the mind wants control, wants to know all the details, wants to know what will be next. But having faith, being able to trust that you are guided, protected, and supported is a great pleasure. Trust and surrender to the divine, even if something is unknown, letting it be the way it needs, and accepting the challenges with the open heart and smile and laughter. Let the God support and let the God provide, let the God love. That's about it. To close.
Wow. So one, please never apologize. Like, we'll take as much of it all the time. Like, that was so, you're like, it's short, but it is like so deep, so prophetic, so wise, and very, very resonant. Yeah, thank you for articulating all of that in such a beautiful way and sharing it with us. So yeah, we're wrapping up here in perfect time. So yeah, I just want to say thank you to everyone who is physically here present in this Zoom room, and all of our angels and all of our guides and all of our ancestors, and just really praying for like smooth journeys ahead for all of us, so that we can see the doors when they open, and yeah, just lots of magic. So if there's anyone else who wants to join in and add anything, any sort of closing prayer or gratitude, I invite you to do so now.
Deep gratitude for all of you guys. I'm just so happy every day when I woke up and think about I have you guys in my life. I love you so much.
Oh,
I'm
so grateful. Like, I'm all goosebumps. Woke up and I was like, usually when I wake up, I stay like in my calm, peaceful, and silent moments for a while. But I was like, well, I have this like pool to join for a few minutes, my lovely my lovely angels, and I'm so grateful. Thank you so much. I'm like filled up. My cup is full.
Thank you. It's so nice. I feel like it's been a while since we've been on a call together, and so to have you here, like it really, really means a lot to me too. And I love that energy that you brought here. Just waking up, just carrying that energy. We're like moving on to this new wave of like, because the weather is weird here in San Francisco, but it's a cosmic tsunami, guys. Like, we don't know what's happening, but we're riding it, we're rolling it. And so, anyone else, anything to share?
Maybe 4 of us can get into a call together sometime.
Yeah.
But a little bit
Oh,
later,
obvio.
not at night, please. Not at night.
Not I can't. Yeah, sometime.
Mhm.
Maybe like next week. I'm going out. It's my sister's bachelorette party this weekend, so it's gonna be like in this physical reality. I'm like, yeah, intense, but good stuff. Sister, fam, love. We love that.
Thank you.
Oh, yeah. Thank you.
I love your puppy, Jordan. It's so cute.
Thank you. I'm house dog sitting right now for puppies. So this one is yeah. Yeah, she's the clingy one. She's the one that has to go everywhere. Like she's the Velcro dog.
Guardian. I think mine went downstairs, but yeah, I also have 2 dogs. So dogs are lovely.
Yeah. Yay. Yes. they are.
Amazing, and your outfit looks fabulous, Jordan. Like
God.
whatever jacket you're wearing.
Yeah. I had this my mom gave this to me. So it's got like all the best essential fringe. Yeah.
Amazing. Well, we'll
Edie,
see.
where are
see-
you? Are you in Tulum?
I'm in
Yeah.
San Francisco.
Okay, you look someplace tropical with that tapestry behind you.
Yeah, we're kind of defining time and space here, and it's been like yesterday was like hot here, so it's like, but yeah, San Francisco, California. Anyone welcome to come visit. We've got lots happening here. There's like lots of exciting love celebrations and experiences. But anyway, I appreciate you all so much. I love you all. I'm just giving, we can end with like a group hug.
Yay.
Thank you, Kiki. Love you. Love you all.
Love you all. See you soon.
See you soon. Bye.
Bye.